Hey everyone, it's the loading bar. Capitalism has built the modern world. It has fueled innovation, raised living standards, and made some people unimaginably wealthy. But at its core, it is a system driven by greed. And that same greed is leading us toward collapse. Capitalism, the rise and downfall of humanity. Let's start with the good. Capitalism rewards those who create value. That's why the most important inventions of the last few centuries weren't made by kings or governments, but by individuals and companies seeking profit. In 1712, the steam engine sparked the Industrial Revolution, not out of charity, but because mine owners wanted more efficient ways to pump water. Henry Ford didn't invent the automobile, but he made it affordable because mass production meant higher profits. Steve Jobs and Apple made the iPhone not to make communication easier, but to sell millions of devices and create an ecosystem where Apple could take a cut of every app, song, and service. OpenAI's ChatGPT and AI research are advancing rapidly, but behind the scenes, companies are racing to dominate the future of AI monetization. The pursuit of profit has led to real progress. But at what cost? The same greed that fuels innovation also creates an ever-widening gap between the rich and the poor. Banks and investment firms, motivated by profit, sold risky subprime mortgages. When the bubble burst, millions lost their homes and savings. The government bailed out the banks, yet ordinary people suffered for decades. Jeff Bezos became the world's richest man as Amazon grew. Meanwhile, Amazon warehouse workers reported brutal working conditions, high injury rates, and wages barely above minimum. In 2020, Bezos made $13 billion in a single day, while an Amazon warehouse worker would need to work over 300,000 years to earn the same amount. AI will replace millions of jobs, from customer service to software development. The profits, they go to a few massive companies: Google, Microsoft, OpenAI. The displaced workers, many will struggle to retrain or find new opportunities. The result? A world where a few own everything and the rest struggle to survive. This growing wealth gap is not just about money, it's about knowledge. The wealthy elite send their children to the best schools. They get access to the latest technology, connections, and opportunities. The poor majority struggle with underfunded schools, outdated textbooks, and fewer chances to escape poverty. In 1970, a part-time job could pay for a year of college. Today, the average American student graduates with over $30,000 in debt. Meanwhile, billionaires like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg send their kids to elite private schools that cost more than most people's salaries. Without proper education, people are easier to manipulate. Social media spreads conspiracy theories faster than real knowledge. Distrust in science, vaccines, and elections grows because an uneducated population is easier to control. Eventually, we reach a tipping point. If the educated are too few and the uneducated too many, knowledge itself will disappear. And when that happens, civilization will crumble. History shows us what happens when inequality grows unchecked. The Roman Empire collapsed when wealth concentrated in the hands of a few, leading to political instability, corruption, and the decline of public services. The Mayans built an advanced civilization. But when resources became scarce and the ruling elite ignored the needs of the poor, their society collapsed. The French Revolution happened because the aristocracy hoarded wealth and power, while the starving masses revolted. Now, in the 21st century, we are repeating these same mistakes, but on a global scale. If trends continue, the rich will retreat into their gated communities, private islands, and luxury underground bunkers. The rest of society will become a struggling, uneducated majority, controlled through propaganda and automation. Eventually, the system will eat itself, because an economy without consumers and workers cannot survive. Is capitalism doomed to destroy itself? Not necessarily, but it must evolve. Here are some ideas to fix this system before it's too late. A fairer tax system. Taxing extreme wealth to fund education and public services. Universal education access, making knowledge free and accessible to all, not just the rich. Ethical AI and automation, ensuring technological progress benefits everyone, not just corporations. Employee-owned businesses, a system where workers share in the success of their companies. The rise of capitalism brought humanity to its greatest heights, but left unchecked, it will be the reason we fall. We are at a crossroads. The choice is ours. Subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world. Let's build a better future together.